yards, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. Now they'll try the right side. Makes one man miss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
To the ground, he's got it again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They think there's room to run to the right here. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Utes with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's De La Rosa. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move. After run, now throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Give to the running back. At the 35, he's open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Loss of 1 for the place. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 7, Utah 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll test the right side. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, and making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, and how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
They'll try the run. Nifty little dance step. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Fights off the defender. Oh, ball's out. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He'll do it himself. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
TCU.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 14 to Maryland. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time. Running toward the tape. Bulldozes him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That is a tough one to take, to get an explosive play like that and have it wiped out by a penalty. A first down for the offense. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the ground with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Oh, it's a reverse. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down coming up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
TCU 14, Utah 7.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Utes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Skips away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's going for it all. Holds it in on the left.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The run from the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Hey, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Jennings. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And the offense punches it in again, and we called his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Keeps looking downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Fighting off the defender. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the left side. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to the back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utes! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. He's looking to throw it. Going up top. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, TCU. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Jennings. Running with power. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. This is a designed run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll go with a direct snap. Still on his feet at the 40. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Utah, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. He's going to pass. Quarterback adapting. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. At the 35, he's got room. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Utes will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Got it. Here comes the offense on second down.
Get set, get set.
The give to the back.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
On third and short, the power run here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Man, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The back goes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance. You know,
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. on to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, unlike in my family, eventually backyard brawls come to an end, and we have a final from a classic rivalry between Pitt and West Virginia. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds. But the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The offense set for a first down play. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Timeout, TCU.
Line gets set, first down. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by one possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's complete. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gomez. Smashes through the tackle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Comes out throwing on first down. floating away. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
And how about the quarterback coming up big late in this ballgame? You've got to have him. Nothing open, takes off, scrambles, does it himself, and makes the heads-up play to get out of bounds.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Flynn. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for 8. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. He's looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble to try to win it right here moment goes awry as they're still down by 1. 25 ticks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Finds a crease at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.